Hello, my Renaissance grandma. How you doing? How you doing? Let me get me something to drink before folks come on here. Got to get me some electrolytes going. A bit too dark. Happy Mac, how you doing? Homesteader Rachel, how you doing? Natural Life with Althea, how you doing? Laura's Garden, how you doing? K Renee, how you doing? I hope all y'all had a good day today and a better weekend. Since today is Friday, those that don't go to work, you can let your hair down and relax. Excuse me. I actually just ran back in, taking my stuff off, been outside trying to redo something. Well, I'm putting another corral up. I took my other corral down last month, and now I got to put another corral back up because I got to move the location of the sheep. I'm moving him further out because the shed I have right behind my house, I'm going to have to move that over there. Just got a lot of work going on for a one-man show. Everybody speaking to one another. I hope y'all can hear me. And I have my 10 people in here, so I might as well start. As my title, what's this world turning into? The 60s, 24s, and the 25. Question mark big time for 2025. But me myself, even while I was outside working, I was thinking about the 1960s, and the time wasn't hard. Even though I was a young man, I can say I felt like we were rich. We were real rich. My family originated in Georgia, but we moved to New York, and we lived in a one flat house. Well, should I say not a house, but a building. And there was 12 families in this one building. And the room we were in, the apartment we was in, it has 3 rooms, 2 bedroom and combined kitchen, dining room, living room, everything you want to call it. It was just 3 rooms. And there was, out of 12 families, there was only 1 bathroom in the whole building. And everybody had to walk down the hall to get in there. And that was in 63. In 64, my grandfather bought a house. We all moved to the house after that. But I was just thinking about it. All us living in that house, my grandparents had a total of 12 children. The 2 oldest one, they were on their own. The rest of them, they came. We all moved up to New York, and all of us was living in that 2-bedroom apartment. My grandparents had their room. The girls they were stuffed in another room. It's a total of 5 girls, but the 2 oldest, my mom and my uncle, they moved out big time. And the girls, there was 5 of them stuck in a room, 4 of them stuck in a room by themselves. and the boys, we were out in that so-called common area, sleeping on the floor, on the couch, in the chair. But I didn't think we were poor. I never thought we were poor. And when it came to the food, we lived in that building. We ate. There was never leftovers, but we ate. And when my grandfather bought the other house, I realized how things were going. Actually, I thought we were living high on the hog. We never got hungry. There was always a big garden in the backyard, and I remember the government cheese. We had the government cheese, and that was that food stamp era when they came in a book. I have some of the few food stamps right now in the room. And I remember the cheese, the cereal, chicken in the can, pork in the can, beef in the can, the potted meat in the can, peanut butter and jelly in the can. They also gave us Tang to drink. This is all the good stuff back in the 60s where we never realized we were poor. Yeah, hold on for 1 second. Had to interrupt my grandson for a few minutes. Hello, Cato family. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm just going back down memory lane, thinking about some things when we were actually poor, but we didn't know we were poor. We did not know we were poor. We had all these different foods and stuff, and my grandmother, like I said, she always had a garden at the house, so we always had vegetables, and we had this government food too. So I never seen a poor time in my life. The only worst two times back in the 60s that I can really remember was when Kennedy, when he got assassinated. That was throughout the whole TV. Everything was bomb, 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 bomb. And then 68, I was small in 63 when all this happened, but I remember it. But then in 68, when Martin Luther King got assassinated, actually I was kind of in the middle of it. I was on my way from church, and folks was just acting stupid out there. I lived probably about 6 blocks from the church, and I was walking back home by myself, and I see everybody was acting stupid, and we had a A&P grocery store. Folks were just busting in the grocery store, and we were living in Brooklyn then, and this Hispanic guy came to the house. I was like, Biddy, I got you something. He held up a bag of onions. I was young, but it was stupid to me. But I'm looking at the times then. The time still wasn't bad. And when I got a little older, 79 is when I got my license, and I started to see what the outside world was like. My mom, she let me drive her car. I went and put gas in her car, and she said gas was like 90 something cents. And I went to the gas station, very first time. I put some gas in her car and everything. Told the dude I want $20. And back then, I didn't know no better. I wasn't thinking. You had folks that will come and pump your gas for you. And what they trying to get is they're getting their drug money, they're getting their liquor money, all this stuff. They pump the gas for you, so you ain't got to go do nothing. You pump the gas, you get them the money, they go pay. I said $20 worth. They gave me $10 worth of gas. I said, what? I said, oh, no, I wanted 20. The gas is twice the price now. I said, what? I was confused for a while. And then I told my mother about it, and I found out I got ripped off also. But coming on down the line, let's jump on here to 2024. Things just seem to be getting out of hand completely. Not totally, but completely. And like I said, with the 60s, people cared about people. Many times, me and my siblings used to get in trouble. We could be about 20 miles from the house, and by the time we get to our house, my grandparents would have had about 10 or 20 phone calls talking about we done did this, that, and the other. We on the way home, and it seemed like, as they say, it takes a village to raise a child. Back then, a village did raise a child, because no matter who you saw or what you saw, your parents always got the call, your child doing this, your child doing that. And believe it or not, those were some good times. And then now, folks will not look out for another person's child unless they got that heart that cares about children. You got to care about a child in order to put yourself out there for a child. Folks aren't like that now. Folks don't want to step out and do nothing for nobody. I come to realization that in this adulthood of mine, people are just greedy. People are just greedy and don't care nothing about nobody else. Garden is great. How you doing? You're laughing about onions. There was something in there about onions, but I didn't catch it. It don't look like it's getting any better, and that's the thing to it. Now, I'm putting my business out there because, like I said, for the storm we had, a portion of my house got messed up, and they sent me a $1,700 check and talking about get it fixed, and we'll pay you the difference. Nah, I ain't going for that. I told the insurance people, I said, hold it. These people, I said, Lowe's is coming to do my stuff. They're not going to get a half a payment and then want you to pay the rest when it get done. I said, no, it don't work like that. I said, as long as I've been dealing with Lowe's and everything, they want the money up front or you get an account. I'm not trying to make another account for me so I could pay something that y'all say y'all going to pay. I look at just this year, I done paid about $1,000 a month for car insurance, house insurance. That's $1,000 a month. Even though let me see, 1, 2, 4 cars, but that's still too much. $1,000 a month plus the house. I don't understand it. Then we come along. People just don't care. Y'all heard me talk about this road between my property before. I find out now, people talking about the road. That road don't go nowhere but to the back of my yard and stop. And my neighbor over on the side of me, I don't want to cut nothing off. She can use the road and everything, but when my property stop, she don't need to go back that far. And find out these folks, I haven't attended a city hall meeting in a good while because I find out it's just a bunch of trash. They talk, everybody want to talk and be big shots and everything, but they really don't want to do nothing. And find out they've been talking about the road, talking about selling me something that's already mine. How you believe that? They want to sell me something that's already belonged to me. Joshua Graham, how you doing? My day was a little chilly, but I didn't freeze. I got some of the work done I need to get done. I constantly look and look. Even some people, I just look at them now. I see somebody that's supposed to be doing something, in charge of something. I just look at them and I try my best to read their mind. I know I can't read minds, but I just look at that person and try to read their mind from the words that come out of their mouth. And sometimes I'm just baffled. You're saying one thing, but you're doing something totally different. I said, I don't understand it. And then again, it's not my job to understand everybody. It's not my job to understand everybody. I come to realization. When I deal with other folks, I'm going to tell you the way I feel, what I think should take place. And basically, I'm done. I'm done. Now, if you want to change something that I put out and it got something to do with me, then we got a problem. But this world, I don't know. Thinking about it, when I got my first car, my insurance was $56 a month. $56 a month. And I was a PFC then. $56 a month. I did write it down, $56 a month. And it was a Pinto. It was a used Pinto, $1,300. And now you go get a used Pinto, it'll cost you about $4,000 or $5,000 or more. Shay Urban Edibles, how you doing? How you doing? This world, it got me baffled. And that's one of the reasons I say I got to stay around that I can take care of my grandkids. And that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to stay around so I can watch out for my grandkids until they get of age that they can take care of themselves or whatever. But right now, I don't know how they're going to make it. Just looking at this is 2024. It's rough for all of us, and some of us are grown. It's extremely rough. And then we got children, grandchildren. And just to listen to how they talk about 2025. Yeah, folks make joke about me being old and stuff, but I never picked cotton. And I'm most definitely not going to have my grandkids and great-grand pick cotton either. But I'm just ranting. Tell y'all the truth, I'm just ranting. My feet and stuff ain't heated up yet. I've been in the house over 30 minutes and I still ain't completely heated up yet. I paid $1,500 for my first car, and it was a Chrysler Baron. Yeah. What year did you buy that? I got my first car in 81. Well, I take that back. I was given a car in 78. I was given a car on a Monday, and it was sold on a Friday. I never had a chance to drive it. That's a little tale between me and my pops. But the thing to it is, I'm praying constantly for my children and my grandchildren because I don't know what 2025 is going to bring us. That's why on 2025 I got question marks there, because there's a lot of things, especially the so-called this program 2025. I done heard a lot. I done read some, but I heard a lot about it, and I'm really concerned about my grandchildren. That's one of the reasons I want to get this place right here to up the standards no matter what, so that the kids, grandkids, they always have a place to come stay, or should I say live. And I know, like I said, I'm just rambling. But the point to it is, I don't know what 2025 gonna bring. You may have heard me say it before. I'm trying to live to 113. I'm trying to take after my great grandfather. I'm trying. I'm trying. That's one of the reasons I done changed my way of eating and everything. And well, I'm gonna change a little. I'm gonna change this a little bit. Now I'm gonna talk about my change in life and my eating habits and all that stuff. Now, on the first of Food Forest Permaculture, welcome in. How you doing? On the 1st of December, I went on a carnivore diet. I was prepping myself 2 weeks prior before I got on the diet, but on the first, I actually got on the diet, and I can say that things got a little clarifying for me. My brain kind of start working back overtime like it used to do when I was 58, and I think about a lot of things now, and my body, some of the aches and pains that I used to have, I was going out to get the trash, and I realized I wasn't hurting anymore. I was going to get the trash can, and I walked out there, and I realized I wasn't hurting anymore. Certain place I used to have these pains, and I noticed I wasn't hurting there anymore. And this has only been since I've been preeing myself 2 weeks prior to me actually getting on the diet. But I guess that actually helped me too, because the only real meal I had was my Thanksgiving meal. Everything else I was prepping for this. So I guess me prepping to take this diet, I guess it actually helped me in advance too, because I'm noticing a lot of pains that I had, I don't have anymore. I think the only pain I could tell you I got now basically is probably knees, and that's about it. Getting down on my knees and getting up, that might be the only pain, but I used to have some other pain and stuff. It seemed like the pain disappeared. And those that know me, that actually ate with me before, I'm not a big eater. And I've been eating, my regular diet is bacon, eggs, cottage cheese in the morning. And this is now, today is Friday. This is day 6. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is day 6. And as of day 4 or 5, I would get 6 strips of bacon. I started with 6 eggs and 2 spoons of cottage cheese. Now I start eating my bacon. Once I get to 3 pieces of bacon, I can eat all my eggs, which I knocked that down to 4 eggs and then 2 spoons of cottage cheese. I get that, and I'm stuffed now. I usually get a bacon to my wife or grandson. What's left? I get me 3 strips or 4 strips, and I'm done with it. I can't take no more. And I'm surprised at how it's going. I'm surprised. Actually, I thought I'd be eating all day and everything. Now I find out I don't eat snacks and everything. I got me some pig skins, and I pop about 7 or 8 of them in my mouth, and I'm done with it. I said, man, it makes me think about I don't know, this carnivore diet. It might change your body, but it changed your mind also. And I haven't talked to anybody else about it, but in a way, I'm kind of pleased with it. But this is just the first week. I'm trying to go these whole 30 days, and I want to see what it does for me then. I got on the scale when we first started, And I was surprised myself because I think them 2 weeks prior helped me out. But I was surprised because the official date was Sunday, and that's the weight I put down. And I'm gonna wait till this coming Sunday. I'm gonna weigh myself again. It's not basically gonna be concerning the weight, but me getting healthy. That's what I want to do. I want to be healthy because I want to be here for these grandkids. Let me see. Dark X, welcome in. Glad you're doing fine. Seafood diet. You seafood. I used to be on a seafood diet, Darks. I see it, I eat it. I used to be on that type of diet, but now it's carnivore, and I only eat certain things, and I've been eating steaks, ground beef, cube steak. I got to pull some chicken out. My son looked at me the other day. He said, "Dad, ain't you tired of eating beef all the time?" I said, "Well, if I forget to take something out, I eat what I got available." And steak, the steak and beef is basically what I had sitting out in the fridge. But as you know, I got 160 pounds of chicken. I got to start using that as well. It's not. Thank you, Kay. It's from what I see now. It's not really hard trying to do this. My body's been working with me right now, and ain't nobody been tempting me with no McDonald's and Dairy Queen and all that stuff. Even though I told my grandson, I said, "Don't ask me about taking the McDonald's, Dairy Queen, or nowhere else." And he's been partially good about that. He come tease me trying to talk about going to McDonald's, but it won't happen. Yeah, looking at after fueling. Okay, you can do it. Sounds good. Hey, awesome, J3. All right, Tampa Creek, welcome in. How you doing? I'm just up here entertaining and wasting the people time. Tampa is carnivore only land-based animals. I learned towards the actual seafood. Well, see, that's the thing too. Carnivore, you can eat all kinds of meat. I've got fish. I went shopping before all this. I got fish, shrimp, chicken, beef. Hey, I don't want to set myself on a regular schedule of I got to eat this. I kind of like when I got ground beef tonight. Whenever I take the ground beef and cook it, I'll grab something else out the refrigerator and put it in that spot. And that's how I keep doing. I always take out something to replace what I took out, so it'll thaw out and be ready the next day. But yeah, I was surprised that cottage cheese. I was surprised that cottage cheese was part of the carnivore. But yes, cottage cheese is part of the carnivore. They said anything that comes from an animal. Cato family. No, I don't have any videos on rabbit processing, but I'm a hunter and I process rabbit myself. The rabbit is the easiest one to process. Easy. The only thing I ever did was split round the legs, neck, and pull a whole thing off, and I'm done. The New Orleans Garden, Miss Linda, welcome in. How you doing? But I don't have rabbits here, but that is one of the things I intend to put on my property too, is rabbit. By the time all this is over with, hopefully before my birthday next year, I won't have everything, but I have most of my animals back. For those that just coming in, I'll start out talking about the 60s throughout in the 2024. And we don't know what 2025 is going to bring us. But like I said, I want to be around to help my grandchildren, my great grand. I just want to be here to make sure they make it, at least till they get to age that they can make it themselves. Because I'm pretty sure that our grandchildren's and our great grands going to be a different breed than what our children are now. And I don't know, Miss Linda. I don't know what it is, but my little brassica garden out there, something been eating up my onions out there. Something was eating up my onions. I don't. Correction, they eating up my onion and my garlic. Yeah, Tampa. Yeah. I'm not gonna say my life is over with, but I want my life to shine on these grandkids. I want to be an inspiration to them that they can grow up and do the things that they need to do and not be afraid to do and say what they need to do and say. Like I don't want to be like my daddy. I want to be a better daddy to my grandchildren. When they say call Papa, they know they call him Papa for a reason. So that's basic. I don't. And the bad thing about it is, while I was outside working, so much stuff was going through my head, talking about the '60s all the way to 24. So much stuff was going through my head. I'm talking to myself and talking about situations and everything. And now that I'm here behind the camera and everything, I done got sidetracked. I'm biased. How you doing? How you doing? You could get a chair and sit and watch what's going on in your garden. Uh, I don't have time to be sitting, Miss Linda. I don't have time to be sitting. I got a whole bunch of stuff to get done out here, and there's nobody doing it but me. I took my corral down last month, and now I'm putting a portion of it back up because that sheep got to be moved to the back. The building I got right behind my house, that has to be moved. Like I said, everything around here gets moved around until it finally gets its permanent place. Everybody saying hello to one another. I truly hope y'all had a beautiful day today, and y'all can let your hair down because it's now the weekend. Folks talking in the chat, and I don't know when. I don't know when. I done asked my wife to come on with me, so she can come on, and it wouldn't be as hard for me with the wife being on here with me. But me by myself, it's rough when you're by yourself. Because if you really know me, I'm not really a talkative person. Yeah, I thought about that, Miss Linda. I did think about that, but I think it might even help if I take and put the what's name cloth, the cloth that I got to put around the whole bed. I haven't put it on yet. I constantly keep doing something else. Like I said, I'm not moving fast. I'm just trying to be steady on doing all the stuff in the back. I got I got over I got over 60 something boards. I got to move 2x4s. I got to move on the other side, and ain't nobody doing the work but me. My son, he shows up, but he's tired. He's a truck driver. He's tired when he show up. My grandson, I can't work him too hard because he's still healing from his leg surgery. So I got it all on myself. I'm not complaining. Hey, it is what it is. Well, you say nah, I'm biased. But if you put a cover, that will keep him out, but you will know who it. That is true. That's true. Miss Linda, I'm now if I write it down on a piece of paper and I got it in front of me, I might go ahead and be able to get this cover. Actually, I still got it sitting right here. I still got the garden mesh sitting right here, and it should be outside. Once I get something in my mind that something got to be done, I go do that instead of doing what I should be doing. And right now, I think taking care of that corral is the most important thing. And the wife should tell me, "Well, why you out there doing that? That sheep is fine for right now." Nah, it ain't fine for me because I want to get that. I want to get the building move. I want to get the sheep move. I want to get everything the way I want it. So that hey, uh, I'm trying to get my I'm trying to get my honey shack together. Since you do not talk much. Yeah, no, I don't talk much. Well, see, Miss, I'm biased. That's one of the good things about it, right there. When you have people around you, you don't have to constantly talk. You just make a comment every now and then. And another thing, Miss Linda, you blew my mind yesterday, and I've been watching a whole bunch of Vulture B stuff today and everything. And I just hope they don't come my direction. Some people said the honey is good, and some say it ain't. But I want to keep the bees I got, and that's another thing too. I want to get my honey shack together because I want to put some more bee houses out there. Uh, I want my goats, I want my chickens and everything, but I think I want to do more bees. I'm working on a bee project right now, correction, a honey project right now, and I'm hoping that it turns out right. Because if not, I'll dump it and try it again. Well, ain't no need to say I'm working on a project. I think I spilled the beans before. I'm working on different cream honeys, and the one I have right now is peanut butter cream honey, and I just got it sitting. I did it a week ago. I did it 2 weeks ago, and I got it sitting, trying to wait for the consistency to actually come together. And if it turns out right, I'll do more. If it don't, I'm going back to the drawing board because that's what I feel like I really want to do now is the bee thing. There is more than one variety of bee that eats flesh. Yeah, there's three, but right now those three are not in my area, and I hope they don't come in my area, Miss Linda. Yeah, I last night I got in the bed, turned the TV on, turned it to YouTube, and start watching a all bunch of the Vulture. Most people were just showing, talking about it, and just showing it. The videos like I think the longest one was like 8 minutes. But then today I got on the computer and start looking into the Vulture bee. And like I said, Miss Linda, they're not in the bee Bible. They are not in the bee Bible. That's one of the things. That's one of the things through me. They're not in the bee Bible. They don't talk about vulture bees in the bee Bible. But that's one of the things that I really I want to get my grandkids into the bees too. The boys, I want them to do the farming, but the girls, I want the girls to do the bees. And the oldest one, I think she's what, 3 years old. And whenever she comes over, I talk to her about bees and stuff. And yeah, I want to be with the bee, Papa. I want to be with the bee. Yeah, you want to be with the bee now. When you get stung, all that's going to change. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad. I wish you didn't throw it at me like that, Miss Linda. But yeah, I'm glad I know now. I was looking at all these different bees and stuff in the book, and I'm still an amateur beekeeper because no matter what I do, I like to do it the simplest way that I can teach somebody else. I'm not going to tell you all expensive and what you need to do this, you need to do that. In order to deal with bees, you need to just start from the beginning and do it simple as you can. Once you got it the simple way down pat, then you can advance in it. And hopefully that's the way I can teach my grand girls. Uh, I told my son to buy some toys for his daughter, little bumblebee stuff and like that. But I guess I'm gonna have to get it. I want them to start playing with bees and stuff so that whenever they actually go outside with the bees, uh, it won't be nothing new to them. They won't be scared and stuff. But that's my desire for them. The boys have the animals and the girls do the bees. Yeah. Excuse me just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So what y'all doing today? What you do today, Miss Linda, besides put them seeds out there? And I'm biased. How you gonna say I don't talk much? You know I don't talk that much. I don't talk much. Now I take it if we're in a congregation or something, yeah, I talk. I talk a lot because that's what you got to do in a congregation. What kind of flowers of honey are you working? I don't I don't have any flowers because well, I take that back. And I just found a card that I got a few years ago, and somebody sent me some seeds. One of the seeds was kohlrabi. I took the kohlrabi off there, but the rest of them were flower seeds, and I didn't plant them, but I will get them planted. So if you know anything about this card right here, I got the seeds. I got the seeds, and I will be planting them. I will be planting them. Odom's welcome in. I harvest a kohlrabi. I cooked a delicious meal, and oh yeah, I got some kohlrabi out there in that brassica salad, and I'm waiting for them. Flowers of honey. Flowers of honey. I'm not quite sure. Flowers of honey, because I don't. In my area, there's a bunch of bee farmers around here, and they set their bees up in certain locations. I don't set my bees up nowhere. I do my bees in the backyard, and if a portion of my bees get sapelo honey, or they get a peach orchard or whatever, all my honey goes together because I don't separate my bees for different locations. Now, I'm trying to get some other property. If I get that property, then I may have enough bees that I can rent my bees out to help somebody out in their on their farm. Then I'll start separating the honey because I know I'll be getting totally different honey coming from those bees. So right now, all my honey get mixed together. Flavor or flower? Wow, that was a while ago. Yeah, Miss Linda, it was. But those are not the only seeds. I got a bunch of other seeds too that were sitting up. But don't worry, they most definitely be planted for next year. I'm also gonna purchase I forgot the name of the tree, but it's actually a flower tree, and I'm gonna put two of them on my property, one towards the back and one in the middle, so that when the bees go there, I'll know exactly what kind of honey that they have. Flavors. All right. Oh, okay. I don't have different flavors because, oh, if you mean for the cream honey, right now it's just peanut butter honey. I have peanut butter cream honey. That's the only one I have right now because I want to see how it turns out. I'm giving it 3 to 4 weeks. I did it. Now I'm waiting for it to cure to see how it forms and stuff. And if it turns out right, I might send some taste testing out. That comes with always speaking unbiased. I can't read because I don't speak that often. Odom's welcome in. Can you with different things? Yeah, that's what I'm attempting to do right now, Odom's. And peanut butter is the first thing that I tried because I got a lot of it. I've got the powdered peanut butter and I've got the natural peanut butter, and I'm testing out as much as I can until it turns out right. If it turns out right, I'll sell it. If it don't be right, yeah, I'll never taste it. And I also want to do the hot honey. Uh, I had a list right here, the stuff I was doing. Uh, I had a list sitting right up here, all the honey I was doing, but apparently I moved it. But the first one is peanut butter. The next one would be a hot honey, and those are going to be my first two. But if I succeed in what I'm trying to do, I will most definitely have it during the Soil Family meetup in April. Uh, I want to be able to have all that stuff out there. Uh, Blueberries are also on the list too, Miss Linda, because I got tons of blueberry in the fridge in there. I got tons of blueberry, and I got to dehydrate some of it too, and get it all pulverized and everything to fine powder, and then I start working with it then. But my main goal is getting this honey shack out here, and because number one, I got too much stuff in the house right here, and my wife said, "Don't you think you ought to move this? Don't you?" I said, "I'm not going to go work out in that shed. It's too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter." So everything is basically in the house until I get my new honey shack. But yeah, blueberry most definitely will be on the list. Like I said, I got tons of it. Hands in the dirt. How you doing? Welcome in, bro. I, that, like I said, the honey is the thing that I really want to do now. I really want to do the honey. We're gonna do the see, like I said, notes and stuff. I wrote down the types of sheep that I'm gonna put out here. Not Lord knows I don't like no sheep. The type of goats I'm gonna put back out here for the meat. I got both of them are basically for milk, but I got a Boer goat. They're basically a meat goat, and then I got the Nubian goat. They're meat and milk goats. So those are the top two that I want to put back on my property. Everybody saying hello. And like I said, though, there's a whole bunch I'm trying to do on this property, but there's only one person doing it. So I'm taking my time and trying to be steady instead of starting to stop, starting to stop. I'm trying to go stay steady. Now that I'm on this so-called diet too, that's one of the things I'm trying to stay busy because I only eat twice a day, and the only time I might eat a snack at night, and that's basically it. During the day, I don't eat snacks or anything. I drink water, and I'm content. I don't be hungry, and hey, just it. I'm sometimes I think, am I trying to hurt myself or not because I don't get hungry? Shawnee 2003, how you doing? Glad to see you, sis. Damn it with Arthur Butler. Welcome in, bro. But I'm getting ready to get up off here. And I haven't even cooked my dinner yet. That's when my wife, she said, you want me to cook for you? You want me to cook the nope. I said, I don't want you to cook nothing. I said, I'm doing all this by myself. She said, I'll go ahead and cook the hamburger. I said, nope, I'll cook it all myself. So it falls on me and nobody else. I do the cooking for myself, breakfast and dinner. I cook myself. And unfortunately, I haven't got to the spot where I'm completely hungry. So I don't know. I don't know what it is to have hunger pains anymore. Everybody speaking to one another. CC Texas Garden, welcome in. I figured you'd have popped up when I was talking about the honey. And Shawnee, my my guava. My guava's the only thing that didn't get eat up by the deers. They're back there in the field. They're the only thing that didn't get eat up by the deers. But that frost kind of got to them. But one thing I know about the guava is they're resilient. They're gonna come back. As long as it's got them in the ground, they are gonna come back. I got one that I actually I dumped it out in the pot over a year, and it keeps coming back. It's just a ball of dirt down there, and that fella keep coming back. I ain't getting no fruit, but it keeps coming back. What it feels like not having hunger pains, I don't know. I guess the pain when you get hungry and your stomach start growling and stuff, you know you're hungry. I haven't had that problem. I haven't. My stomach ain't been growling and anything. I take that back. I take that back. In the morning, after I eat breakfast, I try not to do nothing for a whole hour because after I eat breakfast, Then it seems like I need to go to the restroom about 30 or 40 minutes after I eat. Then I go to the restroom. After I go to the restroom, I'm fine. Neither one of my pink guava have pushed out leaves yet. Don't worry. They're going to be all right, Shawnee. They're going to be all right. Trust me. Like I said, the one I got sitting on the ground is just in a big ball. It's not in the ground. It's sitting on top of the ground. And that fella keep coming back. That's the only reason I ain't kick it to the curve yet. It's all right, CC. It's all right. I'm just talking about a reaction. That's all. It's something new to me. That's all. But I want to thank y'all for letting me waste y'all time. Hey, y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good night. Have a good weekend. Let your hair down. And I see y'all in these U2 street. Y'all be blessed, and I love you. Natasha Kemp, welcome in. We're getting ready to leave, but thank you for coming in. Or pot, something. Stop treating the plant bad. Yeah. I'm not treating the bad. It's sitting on the ground. It's connected with the ground. Now, truthfully speaking, some roots may have went in the ground because it just sit there. The ball just sits there. I haven't done anything to it. I took it out the pot and I used the pot for something else. And it's just been sitting there all this time. Thank you very much, Natasha. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good evening. I love y'all, and I see y'all in these streets.